Welcome back, everybody, to Egg Leaders on Air. I'm Grace.
I'm Jake.
And today we have another guest on with us today. As you can see in the camera, she is here, but she is muted because we had the same situation as we did with Meredith, just not as bad. So preventing that, we also have our fun fact of the day, and it kind of ties in with what we are going to be talking about today. The earliest ancestor of a horse was the size of a Labrador Retriever, which is approximately 3 feet off the ground. So that's your fun fact.
It's interesting. She can't have any commentary because she's still muted.
Okay, let's not do this.
We can unmute now.
Yay!
Okay.
Welcome, Aliya.
Hi, how are
What's
you?
your thoughts right now?
It feels different actually. Can you hear me good?
I can't
Okay,
hear you.
perfect.
Yeah, you're good.
It feels different actually being here than actually just listening to it and watching it, but
Second listener that's on.
Yep. Our
or at least confirmed.
Actually, the first part of the Brooke Booth saga, 14 views.
Oh, yeah, hi. That's hi.
It's not as much as Laura's episode, but
Okay.
we're getting there.
Laura's.
18.
Dang.
Shocker.
Yeah. It's all her FFA friends.
Yeah.
She sent it to everybody.
Yeah, probably.
Watch.
Let's go listen to me.
Now. Or just go look at 15 minutes and 3 seconds.
Yeah,
That
timestamp it.
Yeah. Well, welcome. You want to introduce yourself?
Sure. So, my name's Aliya Stork. I'm the current reporter for the Carroll Area FFA chapter. Do I say my SAEs?
Mm-hmm.
I'm involved in a lot in the chapter, and my SAEs are equine science and food production and catering.
Nice.
Very interesting. What catering business?
So my dad owns Litterdale Country Store Catering. It's based in Litterdale. We've had it for maybe 40 years. I'm not too sure. And we go all over the state. We'll even go out of state. And basically serve buffet style food to any wedding, funeral, or event that you want us to.
Because it's that good, that's why they go out of state. It's
Yeah.
delicious. Best food in the state of Iowa. Other than Rib Shack at the state fair.
And only that.
And
Yeah.
only that,
Yes.
actually. I've never actually had Rib Shack.
Oh my god, it's so good. Every day I'm getting mac and cheese.
I'll have to try it this year.
You go to somewhere and get mac and cheese.
Yeah. I go to Rib Shack.
Do you go to places and get, like, chicken tenders, too? You're
No.
one of them?
What I do, yes. See, I used to be like so white that when I went to a Mexican restaurant, I'd get chicken tenders and mac and cheese. So,
Oh my god.
but now I get Spanish rice and a quesadilla, which is not really much
Hey,
better.
you know what? You're
But-
improving.
Yeah, I'm
You're
improving.
better than some people that I know.
Yeah, at least I'm cultured.
That family, not. Anywho,
Okay, going into your SAE, do you want to explain that? Just a little bit of,
like,
whichever one you choose first, and we'll go questions based on the one you choose.
okay, so horses.
Of course.
I.
Could have called that one.
If Meredith is the plant girl, she is the horse girl, and they both never shut up about it. I'm joking.
No,
But-
if you ever meet me in a meeting or event, you will always find I have at least one conversation about horses, if not
Or-
more.
Coming straight from the barn.
Or straight coming from the barn. I have been called to come to the ag building while on a horse because I forgot about showcase night once. That was very scary. I've been involved with horses probably 14 years. Long time. Not 14 years, that's a lie.
Yeah, I was gonna say that'd make you like 3.
8,
So-
probably more. Probably more closer to 8 years.
That's almost like half the amount.
It's like half the now. It's okay. My math is not bad.
Wonderful estimate.
It's fine. It's around 8 years. I've just always been interested in them. I currently do English writing, so I'll do jumping and a bunch of just like flat work stuff. So I do anything English related. I am currently getting ready to show at Greene County Fair this year. I have to go to their riding nights 3 times, and we should be going to our second one this week. So I don't know what else you really.
So, for somebody that does not know anything, like a thing about horses, explain like English and
Okay.
the other one,
So
like the differences.
English is like your equestrian. So that is English is what you would consider equestrian riding. And that'll be like your show jumping, your eventing. So like that would be like your cross country, dressage, all that is mainly the jumping and then the equitation of a horse and like making it look fancy
Okay.
in the sense of like, oh, like that if you were to like look at a queen's horse, you'd be like, oh, that's what a queen's horse should look like. Basically, you want it to look regal, you want it to look fancy. Western is more like cows roping, doing barrels, pole bending. That's more of what you see
In a rodeo.
in a more rodeo riding. It's more of what you'll see around here.
Okay.
English is more like you go into a bigger city or you go to like the east or west coast. That'll probably be your more
Okay.
common riding around there.
So English is like proper, and then
Well,
Western is
in their own.
rednecks.
I mean, like they're both there are proper things in each, but they're both like you have to ride the same, but like you're looking for different things.
Yeah.
You know, like you kind of ride the same way.
Okay.
Like I could probably I would probably have a stroke at first, but I could probably get on a Western horse and it might have the same buttons that like my English horse that I'm riding would have. Or,
Okay.
like, they'd be pretty similar. Like I use the same
It's
stuff.
just a different style.
It's
Okay.
more style than anything else.
Okay.
That makes more sense.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you
I
for
was just say
explaining that.
I do kind of like understand the difference, but obviously like some people don't.
Yeah.
How about your food? What do you
My
do for? I know you work there, so what do you do?
Well, today I had to go in there and I had to package 200 some sandwiches because we are feeding one of the teachers, groups of teachers. I think it's Kemper. We're feeding them tomorrow, so I had to go package 200 sandwiches. But that's like one of the things that I had to do today. And so it was cold meat sandwiches, so we had like 3 different meats.
Okay.
And so we would have to pack so many of one type and then go on to the next. But working in the store, I have done like I help my grandma who like does a lot of like our table service, so that's like the bowls that we need, the silverware, like basically your utensils that you need to do the job. I've helped put those together. I've helped put those away. I've I've helped cut broccoli and cauliflower for our salad. I've opened too many cans of green beans. I've helped make green beans before and then put stuff away in our cooler. And then for like the actual going out to catering, I don't touch a lot of the hot food. But like if it's just me and someone else, like I'll help switch out the chafing units. I'll help load and unload. I mainly do like the salads. Like I'll prep all the salads beforehand. I'll make sure that we have a certain amount of silverware, the right amount. Put that on the table. Do like the buns. Make sure that's good to go, and then make sure it's like laid out, ready to go. Yeah, I mean it's like kind of confusing to talk about. Like Meredith actually did help me work this weekend, and I know Addie also went out somewhere. I don't know how her experience was.
She wasn't with you guys?
No, Addie was with some other people. I don't know how her experience went.
Oh, no.
I'm a little scared if she's here tonight at the meeting. I'm a little scared to hear her.
I can just see like her going into it thinking she'd be with you and with Meredith.
Well, I told her that she was gonna go with different people than us, but I don't know if that really fully
Went through her
clicked.
head. Yeah.
fully through her head.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, but Meredith got clicked onto it like pretty quickly, but she's also been working in the food industry, and
Sandwiches.
yeah, and so like she was able to get it pretty good,
Yeah.
but
Well, and then
yeah.
and then going off of like the dealing with the hot food, like is that like a safety issue because like you're underage?
In the kitchen, I think that's why.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, cause I'll handle the hot food like when we're actually at the event, like cause it's not like you're in an oven. Like we just put them in Cambros, and it like keeps them at a temperature where it's like it's not gonna like burn you, but it's gonna keep the food warm. So like I'll handle the food there,
Yeah.
but like in the kitchen, I can't go do our chicken I can't do,
Like,
our hash
go
brown.
prepare like
Yeah,
the food
basic-
itself.
yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say like our roasted chicken, like our breaded chicken. I
Mhm.
can't go
Yeah.
put it in the
Okay.
I don't know what it's called. The
The fryer?
The fryer, yeah, that.
Because the
that.
hot oil.
Hot oil, yeah.
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because at Subway, like if you're under 18, you can't use like the meat slicer.
Mhm.
I went through a 4-hour training class to figure that one out.
I don't think I can also touch our meat slicer.
Mhm.
But I get.
Well, and I get why they put
Yeah.
those rules into place. I mean,
I don't
because
want to cut a finger off.
yeah, I like these.
Aren't these nice?
I love my
I-
hands.
I actually almost did lose my pinky finger once.
I sliced my
I-
finger open on a drink carrier at work on Saturday.
I'm gonna up you up. I almost lost my pinky because I got stuck in a kite string.
Kite string.
Yeah, no,
Your kite almost killed your pinky.
no, it wasn't my kite. It was one of my former friends' kite.
Former friends. Oh.
I mean, we're not close anymore. Yeah, I basically was with her one day. Her brother was flying a kite. The kite, his parents left him unsupervised. He's like 5. It's very windy. Left him unsupervised, and this kite blows away. So we're like, oh, we're gonna go get this kite. Like there's no problem. And we go and grab it, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, my pinky's stuck. My friend, she couldn't do anything because it was stuck around her waist, and her younger sister that was with us couldn't do anything. It was stuck around her ankle, I think, or is his foot flopped? I don't really remember, but I know someone had it wrapped around their waist and wrapped around their ankle. So,
Sorry. I like breathe really heavily into the mic and I can hear it and it's pissing me off.
That's really, really bad. Anyway, but yeah, we screamed for like, it felt like forever. Like, we were literally screaming, like, help. Like, and luckily, like, we were right by my backyard, but, like, we couldn't obviously go and run because this kite's literally, like, about to fly away and we're all, like, anchoring it.
Tied
We're
down.
all tied down. We were basically tying down this kite with our bodies. And luckily, my mom hears us and is like, why is there screaming? She comes out and she's like, why are
What the
these?
hell happened?
She's like, what is going on here? So she runs, and I'm like, literally, like, there was like, I bet I could have fit like a dime in my pinky. It was.
Oh,
so,
so it
deep.
almost degloved it.
It like literally like was digging into my skin.
That's really nice.
Yeah, it was really fun for a 7-year-old.
See,
My
have you ever?
sister did that with She wrapped like a piece of like twine or something at the
Oh, yeah.
babysitter's when she was like maybe 5 years old and just wrapped it around tight.
Mm-hmm.
Like she was losing circulation on the top of her finger. She didn't think anything of it until like
Yeah.
she was like, "Oh my god, like what are you doing?" But that was not on accident. She just did that.
Yeah, no, this was on accident, and so I've never touched a kite since because
No.
I'm too scared. It was
Have
like
you
fishing.
guys like ever dumped a boiling pot of water on your guys' foot? Because I have.
No.
Third-degree burns.
Oh boy.
It was so bad. And it happened at my treehouse, so I had to hobble all the way back to the house with a burnt foot.
Oh my god. Okay, why did you have that hot of water?
Yeah, why
in
did
a
you have like
treehouse?
a boiling pot of water?
So my treehouse is basically my second room, and it has a kitchen and a bathroom, and then it's huge.
What?
What?
So yeah, it's 200 square feet. It's pretty big. Okay, I digress. So I was boiling water,
Dang.
and I put the pot of water on the shelf with the handle sticking off the shelf, and I swung, bumped into it, it fell on my foot.
Well,
I don't have feeling in my pinky anymore, in my pinky toe.
that's kind of how like this is. Like I have feeling in it, but like if it gets cold, like if it's cold, like it's cold right now, like way colder than my other fingers.
Mhm. That's
Like-
just my hands
Circulation.
normally, and nothing happened.
Yeah.
Well, like
Hey, so I just have the issues itself. Nothing happened, but I mean, I just have that issue.
Like these two fingers, always colder than the rest
Yeah.
for no reason.
I don't know. It's interesting.
Maybe you want to get that checked out.
Maybe, yeah. Well, actually, I do know a lady who rides with me. Like her hands are just I forget what it's called. It's
Carpal tunnel.
yeah.
Yeah.
She has that, and so like in the winter she
My
can't
mother
ride.
has that. Yeah.
Otherwise, like her hands literally are like. And so
It's just a lack of circulation problem. And
Yeah.
It causes like your hands not to be able to have as much as a
Mhm.
not have as much of a grip as usual.
Yeah. Are those new shoes?
No, they're well. Funny story about that. They are from a thrift store that mom went to, and so I have a pair like these, and she's like, "Oh, these are from the thrift store. They're the same size as her. I'm gonna get them for her because they're newer." But they're just cleaned, so they're not new shoes. They're from a thrift store.
There's like no creases on them either, so it's kind of mind-boggling. Well, I mean the creases aren't bad.
No, but I also just don't wear them a whole lot.
See, if I wore my Air Forces in here, they're like a green brownish.
I have another like pair.
Oh, because it's bad, and I need to get a new pair. So I got these for Christmas.
Like on my other Air Forces, I have literal holes. On
Oh
the back
yeah,
of
me
my
too.
shoe.
I can fit a pencil like.
Yeah,
all the way through.
I don't know what's with that. Actually, I was a little concerned.
Like, why are my shoes hollow?
Yeah.
There's no spring in them. Like,
There's no protection.
yeah, nail goes through my heel. Hey, it's hitting the bone.
I guess we gotta go to the hospital.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go to the ER again. I go to the ER at least once a year.
I've actually never.
They just have like your file handy up.
Yeah.
Okay, here again. I guess we gotta go fix it.
The car pulls up again.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, so, let's go in order. Okay, so, I was 2. I rolled off the changing table while the babysitter was watching me. Yup. Broke my arm. Parents didn't realize about 2 days later. So I was crawling around on a broken arm for 2 days. Not my parents' fault. The babysitter never told them. And, yeah.
You said it was okay.
Yeah, so it's fine. Hey,
Oh my goodness.
we're good. And then I think I was about 3 or 4. I threw a tantrum because I didn't want to watch the Avengers at the movie theater. So my dad took me out behind the movie theater, like to the side. There's like a little garden area, and there's like a table, like there's like a concrete table, and like it's bordered by rocks and stuff. See, and then there's this big boulder sitting right like in the middle of it. So I proceed, my 3-year-old mind, proceeds to want to pick up multiple rocks and make like a rock staircase on the big rock. And then I bend down to pick up a rock, and there's this metal fence, and part of it's peeled up. Go up, slice my forehead open.
Oh.
And then we go into I don't remember past this point. All that I remember is waking up like in the movie theater, like looking up, and there's people like around me.
Oh.
And like one of the guys at the movie theater like walked into the theater and was like, your son's bleeding in the lobby right now." My mom's like, "Oh, huh?" So got that kid taken care of. We go to the ER, and then the nurse lady, she goes to super glue it, glues her thumb to my glues her glove to my forehead, rips it back open, and then like the doctor lady comes in and she's like, "I'll hold you glue." And I was like, "Damn, okay." That happened. Okay, fast forward maybe another year, around the same time that this happened, but the next year. So it's almost always around my birthday.
You go to the
It
ER
has
later?
not happened yet.
Okay, good.
And
Watch
it's not going
tonight,
to.
the volleyball just comes, smokes him.
Smokes me in the forehead. And
Break his arm now.
I threw another tantrum. And so it's just a recurring theme of me like throwing fits and getting hurt.
Whining the entire time?
No, so like I threw a tantrum. I think it was on my birthday. I think it was on my birthday. I threw a tantrum and I like run out to our deck. So this is when we're living in Colorado. I go out to our back deck. It's made of redwood. Redwood is what? Right, poisonous. Slide on the. Hey, hands are covered in splinters.
Oh,
So my mom puts tape over them overnight, calls poison control, be like, "Hey, is this gonna be okay? Do we need to go to the ER?" "Nope, we're good." Pulls it off the next day, all the splinters come out. Then there's like 3 of them that are like dug so deep that like she had to peel back the skin and like. Yep, that happened. Oh, what else? Right. I went to give my dog a hug, and what did she do? Right, bite me. Tore open a massive hole in my face. Actually, there's 3 of them. I don't remember what side of my. I think it's on this side. There's one up here, one right here, and then one right here. That happened. Had to go to the ER. See, I don't know why I did this, but I grabbed a white towel and put it over my face. So I like looked in the mirror and I was like, I like screamed, and I ran out to get my dad. Oh, and then Janet Freese came over and took a look at it, and my mom was like, "Hey, do you think he has to go to the ER?" And she was like, "Yeah." So
Wait,
Probably.
so Janet just drove.
it's one like,
Florida?
no, it was when they were still living in West Side,
I was gonna.
so it was like
okay.
5 miles
Okay, I was
away.
gonna say they didn't just drive.
I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
they did not drive
from
40
Lauderdale
minutes.
to West Side to come check out your dog bite.
Yeah. Oh, what else? What else? What else? What else? Pretty sure leading up to that moment, I think that was it. I don't think there's any more that I can think of. I've gotten hurt multiple times, but I mean, not ER kind of hurt.
No, yeah, yeah.
Last year, I slipped and fell into my pool and thought I broke my neck because I hit.
Wouldn't you?
How do
pass
you?
out?
Wait, this was before you had this deck that you're making. So how did you slip and fall into the pool?
Climbing up onto the wet ladder.
And then you just like tumbled.
I fell headfirst into the pool, hit my head on the bottom of the pool, heard a crack, and the lights went out.
Oh.
Vision black, and I'm like, freaking out coming out of the water. It's like, I can't
concussed.
see. And then my vision came back, and we were good. So,
You were just concussed.
yeah, severely. But
Oh,
I think
yeah.
that's it. Oh, and I fell out of a tree once, but that's fine.
I fell out of a tree
I did
once,
feel
but
like
oh well.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, no, I've actually relate to having a lot of hospitalized injuries.
I've never been hospitalized, though.
Well, but, okay, I should say hospitalized. Like gone to the ER.
Yeah. Emergency services were needed. That
Yeah,
I haven't
I-
really had one of those
I've just
in
been
the past
like
year, but
with riding. It's very interesting.
I will never sit on a horse.
Oh no, we're gonna get you.
We're gonna go on a horse.
We're gonna go
Officer
trail riding
retreat.
on officer retreat, dude.
No.
Yes,
Yeah,
we are. We're finding
if we're,
one.
If we're gonna go to
Everybody
Council
else
Bluffs-
wants to go. Meredith said she'd even go, and she's allergic to them.
Yeah, you'll be okay.
You can be allergic to horses.
Oh yeah, she every time she comes to the barn afterwards, she's sneezing like the rest of the day. She gets so pissy about it.
I'm allergic to dogs, so I mean, I kind of understand it, and I have a dog that sheds.
Yeah.
So
Good for you. Good.
it's really nice. And I'm allergic to hay,
Wow,
like
that's
straw. So it's really great. Every time I go into the barn, I'm like,
Do you not have like allergy meds for that?
just Allegra, but I never take it because I don't want to. But yeah,
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I've only been to the ER once in my life, and that was the only thing.
why?
Hmm?
Why?
Fell off a 14-foot wall, landed on concrete.
See that'll send you to the ER. Yep.
Am I the only one that's never been
Actually-
to the ER?
The only thing, so Kyra and I were playing tag, right? It was a very windy.
That's how it
day.
always happens.
No. It was a very windy day, and she told me, oh, and then Mom started calling it supper time or something like that. She's like, let's hide behind the playhouse, which was right by a retaining wall that dropped straight down, right? And
Oh, no.
I was terrified of heights at the time, so I didn't. And then Kyra, like, went to, like, push me behind, just, like, go, and then I fell down.
Oh
Landed
no.
on, like, the second retaining wall, which was maybe, like, 7-ish feet.
Yeah.
And then I tried, like, getting back, because I was, like, dizzy. So I hate falling, and I was, like, shaking, and I tried getting back up. And then I must have fallen again
Oh no.
off the second one and onto our concrete that's on the bottom.
Oh.
I don't remember after that, but I remember going and, like, waking, just, like, appearing or what, but, like, Kyra, like, forcing me to, like, walk over to, like, the front of our house, which was maybe, like, I don't know, 100 to 200 feet. And then there was, like, the massive hill of grass, and I was just, like, I can't, like, I was just so dizzy. And then my mom, like, yelling at me to stay awake on the way into Carroll because
Yeah.
you're not supposed to fall asleep.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't.
I can't do it.
I was in first grade, and then I was out of school for, like, 6 weeks. Couldn't do any physical activity. Almost, like, shattered my shoulder blade.
Oh.
So
Yeah, that'll
monkey
do it.
bars, I've never been on the monkey bars since, and I used to be, like, amazing at them. So
Dang, of course, Kara
On
had
your-
to take away your only talent.
On your resume. That is so mean.
I'm kidding.
Oh, and your only talent is horses.
No, it's not.
Horses.
I'm pretty damn good at it.
I'll believe it when I see it. Teach your horse how to do a backflip, and then you'll shock me.
I don't think that's physically possible.
I could. I've seen it. See,
Hey, I
it's basically just a horse flopping over, but
See, that's actually very like with me on the back or
No, with
okay,
you
I was
off
gonna
of
say
it.
like that's very dangerous. Like even like with
Yeah, it'd probably kill you.
without the rider on, like that's very dangerous for a horse actually to do that.
Yeah, because it'll break its back.
Yeah, I would prefer not to actually do that.
Yeah.
Shatter's back and then just dead because
And
it's.
there's-
Oh.
You just hear one loud neigh and it's gone.
It's really bad.
Should we get back to the actual topic we're supposed to be on?
Oh. Yeah, that'd be good.
I think we spent the
We
last,
just went on a tangent for 15 minutes
Yeah,
about
all of our
injuries.
injuries. It's okay. Can I say some worse injuries?
Go back to the segue.
Horse it. I figured out the title for this episode.
You might want to write it down because you always do this. No, he always does this. He's like says into the mic like,
Because
I figured it out.
Oh my god, I figured out the episode.
And then
I'm
there's,
Albert
like-
Einstein.
And then Sunday at like 8 o'clock, he's texting me, "What should we
was-
name the episode?" I'm like, "You literally said you had an idea."
Write it down. Okay. The aggressive typing is just.
The sound on
Freak.
typing is
Wait. Horses.
also like large and bold. I see that. Are you blind?
I have the letters massive on my phone.
I know it's terrible.
Why? I hate. Okay, unless you're old, I hate it. Like I even hate it when old people.
I
have
turned
that
down
sense.
my size of font when I got my phone because it was too big.
I turned it up.
I don't think I touched.
No.
Because I'm a grandpa.
What? No, I.
This is like the same size font as my grandparents. Actually, no, it's not because they still have a flip phone.
I actually have a grandma who has a flip phone. It's very annoying.
It's so annoying. Because then I have to
Grandpa has a
email
flip
every
phone.
picture. All our pictures, we have to email it to them. It's like,
Well, I can't. My family has a bad habit of like tracking each other just because we're bored or we're like, oh, I wonder where they are right now. So we have like live.
yeah, I do that to Jordan all the time.
Yeah, like we have like Life 360, and so like we just like tracking each other. I can't track
My
her.
cousin does
And
that
I hate
for us
it.
all the time. We made a cousin like
Oh, yeah.
Life 360 for when we were on vacation all together. I don't know why we decided it then. It was actually right.
Sorry.
It was actually right before then because we were
Makes
seeing where everybody was on the way up. We made one and like Caleb, not yesterday, Saturday, because I helped his sisters with recital. He was like sitting there and he's like, "What's Kyra doing?" And I'm like, "You're asking the wrong person." He's like, "Oh, she's at either like the salon or Suntan City," and I'm like, "That means she's at work." And then he's like, "Oh, cool. I also know where her boyfriend's house is." He proceeds to like go over.
Oh my
zoom
God.
in on the guys, zoom in on like Tate's house, and he's like, "They've got like a lot of money. Look at there's like a pool. And, like, it's a massive house." And I'm like, "Yeah." I don't know what to say. Like, you know more about this kid than I do
I do.
because you're stalking
Yeah.
Kyra's location. Like, oh my god, she's like, I saw she was at this place one night. I'm like, "Yep." She was at a concert. Like, I'm sorry, that's kind of creepy that you know more about my sister than I do.
Yeah.
But, all right.
Do you guys want to hear it?
Sure.
Horses doing backflips and accident-prone hosts.
What?
We're just doing backflips and what?
Yeah, and what?
Accident-prone hosts.
Oh.
Accident prone. No. Take the S off of that because it is.
And
not.
an accident-prone host.
My
There we
horse.
go.
I actually did have a horse that was very accident prone. If we want to get back on.
Yeah, let's go back
Okay.
on topic ish.
So.
Horses, yes. Speak.
So my first horse, I had this cute first of
How many were we on?
Yeah.
I'm on number 4 currently. There's a long. If you want me to get
Oh.
into
This
detail.
for 8 years and you're on.
Okay,
number
here's the thing.
That's a horse every 2 years, bud.
No, okay. Here's the thing. Here. Allow me to speak.
Here.
So
history.
so for like the first year, I'm gonna say year and a half because really, I didn't really start like riding like more religiously until I shut up. Until I was in like 4th grade.
Okay.
So like that's when I was going out like once a week.
Yeah.
But like before then, I was like going like once or twice every summer to like a different person than who I'm riding with now.
Okay.
So that, but then I rode a horse that was just I just did like walk, trot, canter.
Mhm.
I was in a round pen and I would just sit there for like 30 minutes. I did ride a little bit. You had to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't really do a whole lot my first like 3 years of riding.
Okay.
3 years. Because it was
3
over three it was
years.
over 3 summers.
Oh, yeah.
And so
3 summers.
I just say it's a year and a half because that's basically
Yeah.
the amount of time
Yeah.
that I rode. So, but once I started riding more religiously, I was riding like different horses. And then what was it? 2 years into riding with my current instructor. She had a horse that I had been riding for a year. Her name was Juliet, I should say is. She's alive still. Her name's Juliet. She was a cute little Bay Arabian. She was my baby. She was
A what?
not Arabian. So the horses that Meredith hates for some reason.
Oh, right.
They have like
right.
the little like dented nose. I can show
Mhm.
you a cute little picture when we're done.
You don't have to.
The horses
She was
Meredith hates for no reason. Oh, that's Barton. Like,
Right.
Yeah, no,
Right.
like,
Yeah.
she hates them. I have a little soft spot for them. Like she was my baby. And so I had her for 4 years. I got her for my 12th birthday. I had her for 4 years. She over that span of time pulled 2 muscles in the same leg. Like the second winter I had her, she was outside, pulled. Was it her hock? I think it was her hock. So basically her knee on the back
Yeah.
of her leg.
Yep.
Her hock. She pulled a muscle there. She was stall rest for like 3 weeks. We earned. No,
Glitch.
2 months. Sorry, I have to think of this. 2 months. So, we had her stall rest, and it was around the time where we could start, we would be able to start doing stuff with her again. My
Mhm.
instructor goes in one morning to go do chores, and Juliet's on the ground, like laying down, and she's not getting up. And my instructor's like,
I've fallen and I can't get it up.
Okay. Yeah, and so she can't get up. So
wait, were you gonna do like the drum tap?
Shoot. Wait, which one is it?
Imagine just like the horn.
I can't figure it out. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, let's go through. Let's go
Oh my-
through each one.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, did I turn this up? Yeah.
No one can hear it but you.
I can't hear it.
Oh, well, it's not working.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, right. Okay. What if I turn that guy off?
Mm.
No, still no. Oh, it's because it's turned down. Oh my god.
No one can hear it but you.
Applause.
Omar.
We should play sound effects now.
Only he
I
can
heard
hear
that.
Oh, with nothing.
Is that a sensor that I just heard?
Huh?
Was that a sensor, like when someone like cusses on like a TV show or like on the news? It's like. Is that what I just heard?
It was a trumpet.
Oh.
Okay, back to it.
Anyway, so my horse on the ground. So my instructor takes her.
I've fallen and I can't get it up.
My instructor, basically rushes her to the vet. They get her up. They rush her to the
Rushed
vet.
her to the bed.
And they like shaved a part of her like upper leg so
Okay.
they could X-ray it.
Mhm.
And they're like, oh, she tore it out of the muscle. So she has to be on stall rest for like another 3 weeks. And we're like, great. Daisy kicked in. Oh no, it's the fridge.
Yeah, it is. I can hear it through the freaking microphone.
It's okay. So we go on stall rest, and so like this entire time, I'm not riding like
Yeah.
at all. Like obviously I was riding before, and
Now you're not.
now I'm not. Like for like 6 months, I'm literally not riding because I'm taking
Nice.
care of my horse. Like I'm grooming her. I'm like I have to give her. Literally, she looked like a crack addict. So she had a white powder medication that we had to give her to like basically keep her. I don't remember exactly what it was for, but we had to give it to her. I think for her leg. I think that's what it was. And so literally, I have a picture of her somewhere. I don't know where it is. I
Yeah.
have a little. Her mouth is just covered.
I
It's
mean,
in
white
white
powder.
in
Like
white
it's underneath. So she's like
Like her entire mouth.
snorting cocaine.
Yeah, no, it literally looked like she's on cocaine.
Oh, okay.
This reminds me of the story of the picture we have of Lacey from a middle
Oh,
school
her
meeting.
making lines? Yeah, I have that. I'll put it in.
Yeah, she.
No, that was just a second though. That was because it was during a middle school meeting. We were doing soil sampling, and it was like clay or something.
It was the clay,
and
yeah.
it got spilled all over, and like Lacey starts taking her driver's license. And starts crying.
Yeah. So she's on stall rest, and so then after all of her stall rest,
Mhm.
I was like able to start hand walking her, and
Mhm.
like so that would be like 5 minutes a day for like 2 weeks, and then it would go up to 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes
Yeah.
a day of hand walking. That sucked because I was also in the arena with people who were riding, and I thought I was gonna get jumped a few times, but it's okay.
Oh.
It's fine. Actually no. If I had to do that now, I probably feel like I'd get jumped, but it's okay. And then I was starting to ride her 5, 10, 15 minutes a day. I was starting to ride her.
Mhm.
And we eventually got her back to full health. As soon as I get her back to full health, I come out one day, my instructor's like, your horse just ran into the fence. And I'm like,
Into the fence.
just,
Bam!
Like my dog with the window, like
Oh, yeah.
completely.
well, like, yeah.
Oh my
she was
God.
out in the she was out in the pasture, and they had, like, how their pen was set up was, like, there was a pasture, and then there was a runway, and then they could come up into, like,
Yeah.
a dirt area where they would, like, stay for the night.
Yeah.
So, she's running in from the pasture, and I don't remember why. I think she just didn't realize there was a gate there. I don't really know what.
Okay, so does she need glasses? Does she have
I
a... Is,
think
okay, so with
She's
horses...
not smart.
With horses, is there a blind spot right here?
Oh, not here.
actually have
It's
almost,
actually
like,
on their sides.
Okay,
They're
so they
very,
can't-
like,
Almost 360.
It's...
yeah, they're like
it-
they're almost 360, but there's like a part behind them where they're like they
like
can't
directly behind their
Yes.
head. Yeah.
And so like
Okay.
that's why kind of people say like don't stand behind a horse. But
Yeah,
like,
and don't spook them if you're behind them.
yeah, I don't follow that rule
Okay.
because I literally hug my horse's butt every day, but it's okay.
Oh, okay. See, I wouldn't do that because I don't want to get kicked.
Oh, she's I've been kicked before. That's a different story. So
Okay.
Moving on.
yeah, so she runs into the fence. She didn't really. Nothing really happened. But she was just really cut up. Like you could definitely tell she had gotten into something.
Yeah.
Like she had scratches all over her. And
I'm
sorry,
gonna
I said it
silent.
wrong.
The
Scratches.
Midwestern that
Yeah.
just came out of the scratches.
Yeah,
Scratches.
scratches.
A lot of scratches on her.
On her?
But yeah, so that happened. And then after that, it was fine for a while. Like, like she would have a little cut here and there. But like, we're always like, you dumb horse. Why are you always getting into stuff? Then,
Juliet.
She should have just went like the story.
well, we literally thought we had a shooter.
Okay.
Like when she was injured, we literally we were
Oh,
like
yeah.
like when she had her leg problem, we were like, oh, we're gonna have to shoot her. Like she's never gonna nurse back. She was perfectly fine. There was no lameness after because we took our time with her.
Yeah.
should just donate her to like if it did happen, just donate.
Donate her to the glue factory.
Well,
No.
I did have to end up donating her. We're getting there.
Okay.
So
Not to the glue factory.
not to the glue factory. She's alive.
Okay.
I literally said this. She's
Right.
alive.
Right.
So I eventually, we were fine for a while, and then all of a sudden she just started like breathing heavily every day, and I'm like, why are we breathing like this? So we started giving her like medication to see if it would help, and it helped for a little bit, but then it would like she would just start continuing to breathe hard, and it wasn't like she wasn't sick. Like we could tell there's nothing in her lungs. Like we knew she wasn't sick with anything, so we're like, what is your problem here? And like, but she couldn't do the hard work. Like she couldn't do the jumping. She couldn't do a whole lot of hard work. And we're like, well,
She just needed an inhaler.
yeah, she basically had asthma.
Okay.
And but like to give her basically a horse inhaler, it would be like thousands of dollars, and I did not want to spend that money.
Yeah.
And so we were like, we just got to the point where we're like, well, we'll just give her to someone, and then you can just work with another horse. And that's what I basically did. I gave her to an older lady. Well, first I gave her to one of my instructor's friends. And they didn't like her because she threw off one of his, I think his nephew or something, because he thought he could ride her.
Obviously not.
She's a little hot, so like a beginner could not ride her. Like she's
Okay.
a little hot.
She had an
Yeah.
attitude issue.
She was a mare.
Okay.
Definition sealed.
I don't know what that means.
I would say a certain word, but I can't because I would get yelled at.
Female dog.
Right.
Female dog.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what my horse is actually right now, but she's like 10 times worse. Anyway,
And fat.
and fat. Literally looks
Okay.
like she's
Moving on.
pregnant. Anyway, so I give her to this lady, or eventually she ends up with this one lady, which is fine. Like, she's now in a pasture. Now she's also very fat. Juliet is very fat. I saw her one day a few years ago. She's very fat, happy, loving life,
Fat and happy. That's
fat and happy.
main
So-
goal.
Yes. So now, like, over that winter, I didn't have a horse. So a lady gave me her off the track thoroughbred that was a little crazy to work with over the winter, and that was fine. Was that the winter she kicked me? It might have been. So this mare, another one. Her name was May. Cutie patootie. I would have bought her, but she has arthritis, and I could not jump her.
Okay.
Mhm.
But she was basically like crazy. Like, if you try to canter her, million miles per hour. So my job that winter was to make sure she just go around nice, be a good little girl. If you thought that's basically what I had to do. I had to calm her down basically. And
Okay. So just break what
Tame
she's
her.
been trained
tame
to
her,
do.
tame her a little more. Like, cause like when you're with like racetrack horses, like with thoroughbreds at the racetrack, they're like told you gotta go. Like if
Yeah.
if you get a rider on you, you gotta go.
Yeah.
And this May, I think, was in the racing industry until she was 9, and I started riding her when she was 11, or maybe 8.
Okay.
Yeah, she was 8, and I started riding her at 11.
She's retired.
She's retired now.
Okay.
Yeah. She's now actually making babies. We sold her because of our arthritis.
Oh, she's a factory.
She's a factory now.
She's a baby factory kid. She's a
Basically.
full factory.
That's basically what she became. But yeah, so I rode her that winter, and then that spring, my instructor, like after she went home,
I gotta write that down. Hold
I-
on.
my instructor was like, "Hey, there's this horse that I'm looking at. Like, would you be interested in it?" And I was like, "Oh, maybe." Like, she showed me videos of this horse, and he was like really nice. And she's like, "Yeah." Also, that we had a horse at the barn named Snappy. This is like a minor detail, but like this adds context. She's like, "Yeah, I did some like hair cutting on Snappy, and I don't think I did a really good job with it. Like, you should go check it out." And I was like, "Oh my god, what do you mean?" I go to like our back and like we have like 8 horses in like the main area, and then
Mhm.
there's like an alleyway in the back.
Yep.
Just full of horses.
hmm
And I go back there because that's usually where my horses that I would ride were. And I just see the horse that she was showing me just back there. Like, she bought him at a sale without like telling me that she was buying this horse. And I was like, "That's the horse from this video you were showing me. What is he doing here?"
hmm
I don't know what he was, but his name was Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones. He was, oh my, I loved him. He was a sweet.
Don't shed a tear now.
You
I
look like
might.
you're about to cry. Is he okay? Is he gone?
No, he's dead.
Okay. Okay, so that's why you're about to cry.
Yeah.
Right.
So so here's a little recap. Not May, Juliet, 4 years.
Yep.
May for a winter, so that winter
Okay.
after, so like 3 months.
Yeah.
So this is May now, that I find Mr. Jones.
Okay.
I start riding.
May the month.
May the
not-
month.
May the month,
May
May
the
the month,
month.
May the month.
Okay.
I
May the month.
I stopped.
May the month.
I stopped riding May, the horse, in April.
Okay.
And then we found Mr. Jones in May. Month.
Okay.
There we go.
The month of
So,
May.
the month of May.
Yeah.
So I started riding him. I bought him because I rode him for a while, and I was like, "Yeah, I really like this horse. I'm gonna buy him." And he was really good. Like, we were like jumping like a high. Like, I usually was jumping around like 2 feet, maybe
Mhm.
2-3. I was jumping like 2.9 with him, like
Okay.
almost 3 feet with him, and I was like, I loved jumping with him and like doing other stuff. Like, he was a really good horse. And then, in like, I think it was June, he started breathing hard, and we're like, "Oh,
What are you doing these horses?
I don't know. I really don't know." And we're like, "Oh, it's just sales barn sickness," because he's from a sales barn. Most
Okay.
horses from a sales barn get like so like anxious
Mhm.
that their immune system's weaken and they get sick. It's
Yeah.
a thing that happens very commonly with
Mhm.
sales barn horses. And we're like, "Oh, it'll go away. We'll just give him a little antibiotics. He'll be fine." It never went away. We had the vet come out once, and she's like, "Oh, he's fine. You just gotta give him like, it's just a little like infection like in his
Mhm.
lungs, but just give him this medicine and he'll be fine. We did that, I think, for a month. And then it was like August, September-ish. And we're like, he's not getting better. We need more we need you to come out again. So the vet came out, did some blood tests with him, sent it to Iowa State. And they were like, okay, this is a bacterial turned fungal disease in his lungs. Here's this medication, and he should be fine. So we do one round of medication, and he's starting to look really good. Like, he's doing better. He was doing really good.
Mm-hmm.
We get him off the medication. Completely goes down again. Like, he's breathing hard, and we're like, hey, we need another round of medication. We give him medication. We're like, okay, maybe this will work this time. He's doing pretty good. Like, he's doing really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just falls harder. Like, he got worse after we took him off the medication again. And it got to the point where, like, he was drinking, like, 10 gallons of water every day. And, like,
damn.
peeing a lot. And my instructor's like, that's, like, kidney failure. Like, that's a sign of kidney failure. And then his ankles started filling up with fluid. And we're like, yeah, he needs to be put down. Because it was, like, he was not coming back.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you ever see me with, like, a little necklace, this is his tail in this necklace.
Oh,
So
okay.
I keep a little piece of him with me every day. I miss him. I'm actually to the point right now in my Snapchat memories where I get memories of him, and I get a little sad because, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, he died. So that next winter, so that was in like October. He died.
Mm-hmm.
It was like literally like 2 weeks before my birthday.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
Happy
upsetting.
birthday
That
to
was
you.
rough. Oh yeah, and the fun fact is Juliet got hurt a week before my birthday too. So I was like,
Oh,
You're just used to it by now.
in October, like every horse that I've had just decides to like that I've owned, like just decides to like take a dump on me. Like they just decide like, oh, I'm gonna do something to like ruin her life.
yeah.
Oh.
It's okay. So after Jones died, May came back. I rode her for that winter, and I was like, I actually leased her this time. Like before, I was like just training her. Like I didn't like even like own her. With this lease, I like half owned her, but her owner still like fully like had full responsibility of her, and her owner would come and ride when I wouldn't, and I just had like priority over her more.
Okay.
So I rode her for that winter. That's when we found out she actually had like arthritis pretty bad, and we're like, she can't jump. But like I was able to do like flying lead changes at the canter, which is like when you're cantering. Okay, let me see if I can like figure this out so you can understand. When you're cantering one way, your inside leg is going to extend on the horse. Is going to extend further than your other inside leg,
Okay.
and that's to determine what lead you're on. So if I'm like going to the left, your left leg is going to be extending more.
Okay.
So when you do a lead change, you're like on the diagonal across the arena.
Yep.
And you have to, using like your legs mainly and your weight, you have to shift your weight over to your right leg so that they pick up their other leg and switch their lead to go to the other way. So their right leg is now leading. And I started getting, does that make sense?
So that's how you steer
Yeah.
the horse in like
Well,
different directions, or what?
It's more like their lead change.
Okay.
But it's also how you like,
It's just like the way they walk.
Okay.
yeah, it's like, you know how like we can like when we're walking, like if you stop, you might start with like one leg and you stop
Yep.
again. Yeah,
Like it's
that's
like your strong foot. Like, okay.
Yeah, it's basically that. And so, but at a canter. So that's jogging-ish.
Yep.
Not
Mhm.
jogging. Jogging's like more of a trot. It's more of a running
Mm-hmm.
transition.
Like
Okay.
Yes, it's the light run of the gait.
Okay.
So I was able to do that with her. Like we were getting pretty good at that too. That was like our only good thing.
Okay.
And then, so once we were done, so I was going to actually show May.
Okay.
I was like fully intent on showing her, but she was crazy. Like, bad. Like, she was really bad crazy.
Okay.
And I don't know why I whispered that.
Yeah.
She was
yeah.
bat crazy. She's kicked me before, actually. I've had like 2 bruises from her. It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, she had very bad social anxiety. So like if she wasn't in an area that she knew, she'd go crazy. So we're like, this is not smart. I'm going to get killed if I do this. So
Yeah.
she ended up going back to her owner after that winter, and then she got sold, and now she's making babies.
Okay.
And then my mom like that spring, this is March now, Mom finds this little paint horse that her friend is selling named Piper. And it's a little 4-year-old horse. And they're like, yeah, we just don't have, like, time for them anymore. So we're selling our horses. And we're like, okay, we'll go check her out, see if we want her. And, so I go and check her out with my instructor. And we're like, she's kind of starving. Like, she has worms. She's not doing too hot. Like, you could see her ribs, and you could see
Oh, okay.
the line.
So that's bad, yeah.
Yeah. Like, she was not in good condition, like, at all. So we're like,
can I handle her anymore? They're abusing her type thing.
it was like, well, like, we went there. There was no sign of water or food in their pen. And I was like, oh, that's just fun, isn't it? Yeah. And so... And, like, he's like, yeah, I haven't gone on her since last winter. Or last summer. And he got on her. And, like, she did pretty good. That's because she was starving. And he's like, I'm going to offer you $1,000 for her. Like, he was like, and we're like, she's not, we don't think she's worth that much. So, I'm going to give you a little life lesson.
Mm-hmm.
If a horse is worth $500, they're not trained.
Yeah, okay.
So she was $500. And so we're like, oh, she'll be fine. I'll, like, learn.
Mm-hmm.
I mainly did groundwork with Piper. She wasn't broke to ride.
Okay.
The only reason he got on her was because she was starving and he was riding her on the rocks. It was bad. And so we fattened her up, we dewormed her, and she just became a menace. Like, she would bite at you, she would try to kick at you. Like, if you were working with her, she'd try to bite at you, she'd try to kick you. She would do anything if she knew she could get away with it, she would try and, like, basically, like, harass you.
Okay.
And
Nice.
as a little 16-year-old, I didn't know a whole lot. I never trained, like, a little green
What
horse.
about you're saying a little 16-year-old and we have a 16-year-old in the room?
Listen, Grace, as
Okay.
a 16-year-old in the horse industry, it is not smart to go get a little 4-year-old green horse that's barely been touched in her life.
Yeah.
So, I eventually got scared of her. Like, I was genuinely scared of her. I
would
didn't
be
want,
too.
Yeah,
I-
that's true.
Like, I got her in March. By May, I was like, we
Yeah.
need to sell her. Like, this is
Mhm.
basically getting dangerous.
Mhm.
So I sold her. And then a girl that I ride with, she has a horse. She had a horse. And she's like, yeah, we've been trying to sell this. Like, been trying to sell this horse for a while because, like, she's a little different. She's a little sensitive. Like, she can't, like, go to a normal person. Otherwise, her life is going to become miserable.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is Mary, my current horse. And we're like, oh, bring her down, and I'll try her out because I now didn't have a horse because I sold little Satan over there.
So is she the one with the white spot on her bridge?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, like the one that you see all the time.
Yeah, that one's Mary.
Yes, this is
Okay.
Mary, my
Okay.
little chestnut quarter horse. And so I rode her for a while, and, like, it was a little rough at first because my Piper had knocked my confidence so low.
Yeah.
That, like,
Yeah.
I just didn't even want to, like, get on a horse at that point.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, we're just going to power through.
Mhm.
And eventually, I just finally, like, with a lot of yelling at because my instructor didn't like that I was not doing anything. So with a lot of yelling at and a lot of motivation.
Motivation.
A lot of motivation.
Forced
I-
motivation.
Forced motivation. I basically got my confidence back and I started riding Mary. And we've actually been doing pretty good. But when I started riding Mary, her back was very sensitive. I couldn't put, like, a normal saddle, like a normal English saddle. So we had this little orthopedic saddle that, like, endurance riders use in the desert on their little Arabians when they do, like, endurance races.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like a flexible material. So we put that on her, and she was fine with that. But the problem with it, in the middle of the summer, it's hot. Like,
Yeah.
it's very
Okay.
unbearable. And so I was like, I'm missing my English saddle right now. I miss my little leather saddle. So I rode her like that until December or January. And eventually, like, oh, her back muscles should be good. And, like, they look pretty good. Let's try it out. And sure enough, we were good to go. And now I think we're getting ready to.
Now you're oiling it in your room at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, now I'm in.
Saw that on Instagram.
No, I posted on my spam the other day, about with a little time lapse of me cleaning my saddle and my bridle at 10 o'clock because
I
I
just
brought
love
it
the
home.
fact that you're like in a full like
Your
face,
face
mask,
mask,
I'm in my
robe,
face
and
robe.
everything.
Yeah, listen. I was like, I was literally.
She
ready
was
to
just
go to
missing
bed.
the cucumbers on her eyes.
Yeah.
I was so ready to go to bed, and then I was like, I'm in my room. It's like literally 10 o'clock. My parents are in bed. I'm like, so like how like it is like I'm on our top floor. Like that's where my room is,
Mm-hmm.
and I
Top floor of how many? Probably 5 in your house.
The mansion.
3. There's 3. It's the top, normal, and then there's the basement.
Okay, so it's a normal house.
It's
but
a normal house.
No, well, I wouldn't
Normal
say that.
level.
Normal
It's
level.
just
Normal
a lot
levels.
spread out.
It's
Yeah, there's
wide. It's wide.
There's just a lot there.
She's there. She's there.
She's pretty big. But yeah. So I'm in my room and I'm like scrolling on TikTok and I'm like, I have to clean my tack still. It's literally 10 o'clock and I was like, it's like I can't clean it tomorrow because I have stuff going on. And I was like, well, I guess I just got to go downstairs real fast and grab all my equipment. So at 10 o'clock, parents are in bed, mind you. So I have to like,
What was
What the hell was that?
what is going on out there?
I don't know.
I'm like, so I'm shimmying my way, like, down the stairs and then to our garage with a little, like, and then I get, like, my little metal saddle rack that makes a lot of noise if you hit it the certain way. A bucket full of, like, my cleaning equipment. I bring that up. I go back into my car, grab my saddle, where if you hit it against the wall, the stirrup will make a huge noise because it's metal. So,
You're
like,
just, like creeping around the house.
yeah, and then my bit, like, it clinks together because it
Yeah.
folds, like, the bit folds up.
Uh-huh.
And
Mhm.
that's the metal part.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it folds up, and you just hear, like, it'll, like, go like that. And I'm just, like, I'm literally, like, walking as slow as I can and as easy as I can. So I'm like, don't make a noise. Don't make a noise.
Just imagine like one of your parents or siblings walking to like go to the bathroom or something. It's just like
Well,
What the hell are you
see,
doing?
the noise-
no, or like kitchen or something. We
no,
know.
it would probably be more because
Yeah.
everyone has their own bath.
Yeah. 2 and 2 got put together.
Yeah.
See,
See, in some people's households.
Okay, listen.
It's not the
Our
case.
house is also more freshly built. See, if
Yeah.
we were in our old house, then there's a better possibility that I'd run into my brother. However, that doesn't happen anymore. I never see my brother.
Two things that this officer needs to do: watch a movie in your movie theater,
yes.
and I want to see this tree house now.
I think
Yeah.
we just need to have a pool day.
No, like this summer, I'll find a date and you guys
Yeah.
can come out.
Oh yeah, we there needs to be a pool day, and we'll have
Just take a tour to everybody's houses.
Yeah, we'll go to everybody's house, yeah, and
All
explore.
right, guys, house tour. Welcome to my.
Here's
crib.
my house.
MTV
Go
Cribs.
wild.
Here's the crib. Watch out for the crazy dog over there. She's two-eyed, but it's fine. Like as she has 2 different colored eyes. She's 2 eyes. We call her or my family calls her 2 eyes because it's a thing.
I was gonna say something, but I don't remember what it was. And something's going on outside.
I
and
don't
it's
know
really
what-
loud.
There's like something from this way, but there was definitely something
Something from
happening
the shop,
at the
yeah.
shop.
It's probably the plot boys coming to get the girl.
Probably.
like,
Oh
some
yeah,
yelling.
probably.
I bet it's the plot boys or like
Probably.
or the construction company.
I mean,
Yeah.
it is
What time is it?
5:11.
Ooh.
ish.
We're almost
What
at an
happened to
hour.
the camera?
Oh.
Oh, okay, so it shut off, but it's fine because I'll just turn the rest of it into an audio only. So. 'Cause I don't care. Also, that's what I was gonna say. Hey, this morning I woke up at 6 o'clock to edit Brooke's episode. Because
Great.
I forgot to edit it last night.
Like,
You shouldn't have told me that.
I was like, damn it! I went to bed at
We'll
like.
probably get a text Friday, Saturday.
It
and
will be
Sunday.
edited. Because I have to edit.
God?
Oh my god!
Is that you?
So I edited.
Are you there, God?
All right.
It's me.
I think this is our time we have to wrap up.
Yeah.
Shoot.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to edit like all this week. I'm gonna edit all of the videos so that we can have it lined up and pre-scheduled everything.
Oh my gosh.
Because I'm gonna be on for the next 2 weeks.
That's your problem.
That is
Yeah,
my problem.
That is your problem.
All right,
We've got things recorded until like halfway through July now, so.
we're all set.
And then the last one of July can be officer retreat.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
That is in my
We should
calendar.
talk
So
about
For
that
June.
today.
We definitely need to discuss.
Well, we're talking about it, I thought, tomorrow on the way up to Colt.
Yeah.
We can get a head start today and then finish the competition.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring my iPad so I can do my puzzles in the car.
Oh,
Keep
Ed
on the
puzzles?
tradition. What?
Ed puzzles?
No.
No, jigsaw
puzzles.
puzzles.
Oh, I was gonna say,
Like
why
actual
why are we
puzzles.
watching Ed puzzles on the way to the officer retreat?
Hughes is not in this room.
I know he's not.
He's the only one who assigns them.
Okay, wait, can I? How do we finish this? So,
Continue.
I'm starting college comp 2, but I'm
Yeah.
doing it online.
Oh boy.
So I'm not actually, I don't get his workload.
Oh, yes.
So, but our lovely person who is I don't even know what her job is. Whoever, the lady who does I'm not gonna say her
Who
name.
runs it?
Yeah, who
the class.
basically runs the the schedules, is like, well, you can do it online, but you might be put in his room during a period so that you could do it. And I'm like, okay, well, does an open campus basically say I can like go wherever during my online classes? Like, it's not like, I swear, I've seen people who have online classes not be in their
Just
room
in the
for hours.
library or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, why does it matter if and it's for his input? But I'm like, I don't want his input. Like, I don't
There's
go.
a reason I'm taking it online.
Yes,
Yeah,
I don't have to speak
there's
to
a
this man.
sign. There's a sign if I'm
Yeah.
doing it online.
Amazing. Anyways,
Well,
that wraps it up, I think.
thank you for tuning in to another episode of Ag Leaders on Air. We hope you enjoyed today's conversation in our side of the agricultural world. If you have any questions or want to get in touch with us, feel free to reach out to us at agleadersonair@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook to stay updated on upcoming episodes and some behind-the-scene content. Until next time, keep leading the way in agriculture. Have a great rest of your day.